Springsteen accepte de passer sur un plateau de télévision française pour défendre les couleurs d'un album que je n'hésite pas à qualifier pour la seconde fois en quelques minutes de sublime, The Ghost of Tom Jones. C'est un événement. Bruce Springsteen.
And walking along the railroad tracks, going someplace and there's no going back. Highway patrol choppers coming up over the ridge. Hot soup on a campfire under the bridge. Shelter line stretching round the corner. Welcome to the new world order. Families sleeping in their cars in the Southwest. No home, no job, no peace, no rest. Well, the highway's alive at night, but nobody's kidding nobody about where it goes. Sitting down here in the campfire light, searching for the ghost of Tom Jones. He pulls a prayer book out of his sleeping bag. Preacher lights up a butt and takes a drag. Waiting on the last shall be first and the first shall be last. In a cardboard box neath the underpass, you got a one-way ticket to the promised land. You got a hole in your belly and a gun in your hand. You're sleeping on a pillow solid rock, bathing in the city aqueduct. Well, the highway's alive at night. Where it's headed, everybody knows. I'm sitting down here in the campfire light, waiting on the ghost of Tom Jones. Tom said, Ma, wherever there's a cop beating a guy, wherever a hungry newborn baby cries, where there's a fight against the blood and hatred in them, look for me, Mom, I'll be there. Wherever somebody's fighting for a place to stand, decent job or a helping hand, wherever somebody's struggling to be free, look in their eyes, Mom, you'll see me. The highway's alive at night, but nobody's kidding nobody about where it goes. Sitting down here in the campfire light, with the ghost of old Tom Jones.
Bruce, it's the first time we see you in France in solo. Is it a special pleasure for you to be alone on stage compared to this time with the E Street Band, all the big equipment? C'est la première fois qu'on le voit en solo en France et je lui demande si c'est un plaisir plus léger que celui qu'il avait pu éprouver dans les grands concerts avec le E Street Band.
It's different, you know. It's a little more lonely, I guess. But I sort of, at the moment, I sort of heard more my folk voice inside my head, and I had a collection of songs that were about very specific subjects, and the best way to sort of communicate those things was by myself with a guitar. You know, it's sort of, they come out of the folk tradition, blues tradition. Robert Johnson, Woody Guthrie, you know, Dylan, Hank Williams.
Ok, just let me translate.
All right.
C'est un plaisir un peu plus solitaire, si on peut dire ça comme ça. Mais il est plutôt dans une période où il a besoin d'exprimer par le folk, le blues et ce genre de racines, ce qu'il a envie de faire en ce moment. I was very surprised by the reaction of the audience at the Zénith. J'étais très très surpris par la réaction du public because it looked like they were understanding almost every word you were singing. Were you amazed too? Est-ce qu'il était surpris par le fait que les gens comprenaient absolument couramment ce qu'il racontait?
Yeah, it's very surprising because, you know, I'm a long ways from home, and the music was so lyric intensive, you know, that you never know quite what to expect, you know. So it's, but I also think people sort of hear the spirit of the piece. Also, they sort of feel it, the human spirit of it communicates in some fashion. But the audiences were truly very. Filled with emotion, very, you know, it was very touching for me, you know.
Il était très ému par l'accueil du public et il était le premier étonné par le fait qu'ils comprennent aussi bien tout ce qu'il peut raconter. Il y avait une émotion comme ça qui passait. L'inspiration du Ghost of Tom Joad, l'inspiration du dernier album, vient d'un film de John Steinbeck qui s'appelait Les raisins de la colère. It comes from Grapes of Wrath, the inspiration. Would you compare the situation in the States today to the situation in the States by the time of the Big Depression? Est-ce qu'il compare la situation américaine d'aujourd'hui à celle de la Grande Dépression?
It's different. I think there's some similarities. I think that what's happening in the States is there's a split down the middle of the country between your haves and your people that have nots, and you have a lot of people that have been squeezed out the bottom.
Il y a des choses similaires entre ceux qui possèdent et ceux qui ne possèdent pas, le même fossé.
And they end up being almost like refugees in their own country, you know. And a lot of the conditions, if you go up through the Central Valley of California, people who supported themselves their whole lives, you know, when the steel industry went bust, thousands and thousands of people were left stranded, you know. So it's there's some similarities, you know. Yes.
Et tous ces gens qui se retrouvent aujourd'hui comme réfugiés dans leur propre pays, notamment les gens qui travaillaient dans l'acier, qui ont construit les autoroutes, les ponts, etc., qui se retrouvent aujourd'hui sans travail. There was a kind of a new song, These Little Things That Count. Il y avait une chanson très particulière dans le concert qui s'appelle These Little Things That Count, qu'il n'a jamais enregistrée, et qui raconte une aventure qui lui est arrivée comme ça une nuit dans un bar avec une jeune fille, et il expliquait, en la chantant au Zénith, que s'il chantait ça aux États-Unis, ça serait un divorce immédiat. You understand what I say, right? Yes. Is this a kind of new inspiration?
No, it's a seduction song. It's like, you know, les femmes et le homme, c'est très compliqué, c'est très difficile, amour, sexe, mais nécessaire. But, mais nécessaire. So it's a sort of a very sexually direct song, but it's also about small acts of kindness that get us through the night. So.
Ouais, c'est une chanson assez ouvertement sexuelle. There was another one, Red-Headed Woman, but we don't want to speak about that on TV, right?
That one we can speak about, yeah. It's about my wife, so.
Ah non, l'autre c'était au sujet de sa femme qui est un petit peu rousse. Bruce, merci infiniment. Il doit prendre un avion à 9h au Bourget, l'avion l'attend pour décoller, il va faire un concert en Hollande et on ne peut pas le retarder davantage. Merci infiniment d'être venu sur ce plateau, c'est un honneur pour nous.